Hello, everyone. I'm Katie Earle, coordinator of the University Express program, and we're back for another interview with Jill Bronsky from Forward Fitness. She's another one of our instructors. Jill, thank you for being here today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Of course. So let's get into our questions. The first one
Okay.
I have for you is, what inspired you to get into this field?
Well, I've been in the field for a long time, the fitness field itself. And I guess the situation that happened is I was a wellness director at a physical therapy group. And one of the programs I did was an arthritis foundation exercise class. And most of the people in the class were older adults. And I really enjoyed working with them. And from then on, I just started working with older adults. And I told you it was a while ago. No one ever heard of anybody working just with older adults. So I feel I was ahead of my time. Now there's like so much information, it's not uncommon anymore. But I went from teaching a lot of group exercise classes on different places to realizing that I can motivate people. I can give people knowledge. And I thought that was really, really important. And that's why I wanted to continue on. And another way to do that is through personal training, working one-on-one with people. It's amazing the confidence you can give people to do activities that they would not normally do and really make huge improvements. And one of the reasons I'm still in the field and I continue is because little improvements in movement, little improvements in balance and strength can make a huge difference in people's life. You know, just getting off the chair is huge. If somebody's not getting off the chair and you're helping them do that, that's huge. So that gives me so much satisfaction, and I get really excited about it too.
I can tell. I love your passion and such a pioneer in the field, which is
Yes,
great.
I am.
So I'm kind of wondering, how are you staying active during these times?
Yeah, well, it's during the winters, I sometimes go away and I do a Nordic walking. I have an elliptical, which is a thing that's people see me on the wheels and I go down the street with it. I play golf. I walk a lot. I have a dog. Walking is great. I love being outside. I try to do, outdoor activities as well as going to the gym a little bit and doing some activities there with strength and some weights. And so I try to keep busy. It's so important to be able to do that.
Definitely have that balanced routine. Now,
Yeah.
you mentioned Nordic walking. I've heard a tiniest bit about that. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, then once again, I started that a long time ago. No one ever heard of Nordic walking. I was even in the Buffalo News at one time for starting the programs in the Buffalo area, and it continues on today. It's two poles. There are two poles you use, and what is so great about Nordic walking, instead of just walking, it uses your whole body. So it's an upper body activity. You're using your arms, you're in really good posture when you walk, and you use your legs for the endurance part. So I just really like it, especially some people have some balance issues. You can use the poles. I say 4 legs are better than 2. So, so it's a
Okay,
great
yeah.
way to get, yeah, it really is. And there is a Nordic walking technique. I'll be seeing some people Nordic walking and they're not doing the technique and they're not getting the full benefits. So I try to promote Nordic walking and the benefits that it offers. And there's a lot of different things you can do with the poles, some stretching, some movements with the poles, rather than just walking with the poles. It's a great form of activity. And in Europe, they do a lot of Nordic walking. It's people still want to walk, and it's hard to Nordic walk and walk the dog at the same time. I've tried it.
Dog needs its own little poles.
Yeah, I know. It's trying to get out there. So yeah, anything you're doing, it's fun. It's a fun activity.
Okay. Now, when you're back in Buffalo, if you're ever here for the winter, do you do any like cross-country skiing or snowshoeing?
Yeah, I do snowshoeing. I like snowshoeing. Once again, I taught a program snowshoeing at the Delaware Park a while ago, and that was fun. Getting people is for people that never went used the skis or anything before and snowshoes, and it was a really great. It was really freezing that day, I remember. But it's a really great way because we're so limited with the winter months and getting outside, and it's so important to get some fresh air and get moving. And so whatever you can do, it's a great way to do that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And I know you have a lot of certifications, so I'm wondering what your favorite type of exercise is to teach.
My favorite one is I'm certified by the Functional Aging Institute, and what it is functional fitness. I'm some certified in both the group one and the individual one. And it's working with people to improve their functional living, being able to move like in everyday activities better, easier. And I just see such a difference I make with people in doing that. So just getting everyday activities, people don't realize that, improving your balance will make a huge difference in your everyday activities. It's not like you're going to go and, run a marathon and improving you just want to be able to, get off the chair. And those are sort of things that I work with, the sit to stand, the lunges, the squatting, the shifting, all those things really can make a difference in people's lives. We do things that we don't realize. See, people don't think that they stand on one leg and that's going to be the reason they're going to fall. But the reason is because they don't stabilize themselves. They're moving. The movement causes people to fall. It's not standing on the one leg. So we need to improve that. And when you practice things, it makes a huge difference. And that's what I like to work on and see people's improvements. And the confidence is, people ask me all the time, they're like, oh, what do you like about working with the people? It's developing their confidence. They don't have the confidence. They're not sure of themselves. Maybe they fell once and they're just so afraid of, what I mean? So I say that I'm a confidence builder, making people feel good and be able to do things where, with everything going on right now, people are sitting in their homes and you want to get people out, people moving. Even within their home, there's stuff you can do. So I just think you got to keep moving. Lifestyle choices can affect your everything. So you need to keep moving.
Yeah, well, the work you're doing is so important. It's positively impacting people and increasing their quality of life.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. So I'm wondering, what's something you're trying to accomplish right now?
Well, I'm trying to increase people's independence and confidence through fun. The classes I teach and the things that I do. If you don't enjoy doing it, you're not going to do it. I mean, if you go in a class or, you're not going to want to participate. So my biggest thing is to get people participating in things they enjoy. And I try to make my classes fun and enjoyable and understand the reason why they need to do it. As I mentioned, the FLEE class is called Functional Living Everyday Exercises. The drums alive, we get the ball with the drums and play the music. I mean, music is so inspiring. So whatever you can do just to get people going and feel good about themselves is a plus.
I like it. Do you have a favorite pump up song or song you love to work out to?
Pump up the volume, pump up the it's funny. Yeah, I go back to my, I'm from the 80s and stuff and all the disco songs and everything. And I guess I don't have one, but I go back to those songs, like the disco songs, and it just gets me going. So when I do the cardio parts or the parts that get going, I do pick out my those songs from the 80s, and the disco songs do appear.
I like it. It's like you challenge someone to not just move along a little bit when a song like that comes on.
Well, how can you not move? I mean, it just gets you going and everything. But when you're doing some balance activities, I take the volume comes down. We don't want to be moving to the beat. So we got to take that in consideration. But when there's certain movements and it just really takes you to a good place.
Mm-hmm. I like it. So the last question I have for you is, what is one fun fact about yourself that no one really knows?
Well, let's see. I'm going to give you two.
Ooh.
One is for my work. I wrote a book. And the second thing is I can stand on a paddleboard. I can do a headstand on a paddleboard.
Wow, really?
Yes. Those are my two facts.
Wow. If I may ask, how long did it take for you to master that?
Well, I do headstands, like I take yoga myself. I don't teach it, but I take yoga and I do headstands all the time. I've just always done that. And I go out paddleboarding. I'll go out on the paddleboard and I'll go up and do a headstand. I surprised myself too. I wasn't sure you do it on the ground, but it's sort of unstable. So it's something that I do on the land and I can do in the water.
Wow, your core stability is off the charts.
I try.
Well, Jill, thank you for your time today. Thank you for sharing that for us. And stay tuned to see what Jill's going to be offering us for the spring, because we're not going to release it yet. So you're just going to have to tune in later.
Thank you, Katie. It was great talking to you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.